Hello and welcome back to Mini Metro. Since last time, we're now on Beta 4. They've added in a new Zen mode, and in all the modes they've added in a new tracks. So we've got St. Petersburg. So let's go and try it out. They've also patched it very recently, like in the Beta 4 one, so that this now has more tunnels. Because it was a little difficult, a bit RNG on whether you got enough tunnels to actually be able to make a working track. So we're just going to kind of make it and see how we're going to go. I have a kind of sort of strategy where the plan is to create a kind of central line and then move everything from it. Then have other lines extending from the central line. So the idea would be you'd have, like, say, maybe one unique symbol on all the offshoot lines, and then we'd have the main line would have just all the infrastructure on it. So if they wanted to get anywhere, they had to connect to the main line, which could work, but depends a lot on our upgrades. So we'll see how it goes. If it's an absolute failure, then you'll probably be able to tell by the length of the video. Right. So we're just going to create one ginormous line until we get a new symbol. Actually, because square is I don't want it to look like that. Because square is unique right now, I'm going to put it on a new line, but I don't want it to do what it's doing. So I think what we're going to do is trying to get a new angle on it. So go, I'm trying to get it to create shapes in the exact way I want it to, which is quite difficult. Yeah, I really just don't want that to go through square. Okay, we'll start from here. Go. Yeah. Seems kind of magnetized to square. Let's try and make that its own track and then see if it will allow us to do this. Yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough to what I'm looking for. Maybe if we get another symbol there, I can make that look nicer. But now everyone who wants to go to square has to go down this way. And then they get onto this track and then move straight to square. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Is something like that to get it to work. Right. Actually, I might just leave that going towards those two tracks right now. Just so that this train's actually doing something vaguely useful while it's in its off time. Oh, that needs to pick up passengers very quickly, or this is the shortest one. Mini Metro. Come on, pick up some passengers. Yeah, we're going to have to make a quick emergency change to that. Just to try and lighten the load a little bit. This track will not be staying around, but I just want it here so that we can survive till Sunday. And then on Sunday we can put things back the way we want it to be, hopefully. If we get a carriage, we should be able to do that. If we get bridge and line as an option, then we might have to keep this line around a little bit longer. But hopefully we won't get that. Just creating a line like that so that we don't have to use more bridges. So I'm starting to see the major flaw in this plan, at least as I set it up from the very start kind of plan, is that you don't actually have enough infrastructure on the main line to do anything. So line of carriage, we're going to choose carriage, we're going to put a carriage on the green line, we're going to put a train on the green line, we're going to get rid of yellow line. We're going to extend it, ooh, not like that. Go, line. Very nice if these actually stuck around where I want them to. Oh. Right. Okay, we're going like that then. And around there. So we're going back to this kind of green line, but green line now has a lot more on it. Okay. So this will be our new line, I think. Yeah. Unless, actually, if I extend blue line over here, because I know that we're going to get another square symbol sometime. So we'll just extend blue line like this. That means that most things over here that need, all the stations over here that need to go to star can go there. And put another train on green line. The only reason that I didn't create another new line is that this way we can put 3 trains on green line straight away, and it shouldn't get clogged up. Okay. So hopefully these should start picking up passengers very soon. Yep. And that's working. I really don't like the way how it's creating them all over the river there, because I don't want to use bridges, but I guess I'll use one here. We've still got 2 left, so if we desperately need one, we can get rid of this bridge and we can extend it along. But I want to keep blue line as short as possible. Right, so this line I think has to go down something like, no, something like this. Perfect. So that'll work out just fine. Because we've got a lot of carriages already, it should be able to cope with all the symbols next to each other. That's the scope much better now. There are lots of non-connected things. Okay, so this is going to have to use an extra bridge no matter what to get there. So the obvious solution would be to put that over there and then over like that. As we have to use an extra bridge anyway. That means that we have 1 bridge left. If we get something in one of those 2, we should still be fine. If we get one in both of those 2 bits there, we will need to use another bridge. This square over here is quite useful, as it allows us to separate the huge line of circles, and also means that we can alleviate some of these square things on the way back, meaning that like the trains that were absolutely full of squares will no longer be full of squares. See, now it'll be able to come back and it'll actually be able to pick up passengers, so it won't be full. Which is good. Another one over here that we just kind of have to connect to. Actually, we don't have to connect to it like that, because we can go through. Because green line actually intersects, we can go straight through there. Which will be fine. Getting some more star passengers now, so they'll actually be able to, well, start using this blue line a lot more. Usually you get a few more symbols in this, I think, but I'm not complaining too much. Might need a bit more, either another train or another carriage on green line right now. So it's kind of hitting max capacity, I think, or almost. So we'll go for both. For another train and another carriage. The max number of trains on a line is 4. In case you're wondering if there was a cap, because there is. So at a certain point you have to say that a line's basically done because you can't extend it any further. Right, we got another unique symbol. You're going to draw in somewhere here. Let's draw it in on squares. Let's try and make them. Can I bend this around? No. Let's try and make squares our kind of base stations, but I guess we'll just go for that just now. We don't actually have a train for that station. It's a bit odd. We'd have to completely disband green to get the train for that station working. Actually. So, right now what we're going to do is we're just going to keep the two stations going. And when we get to the Sunday, we'll get another train and we can create that station again. Well, that means we cannot select line on a Sunday, but that's fine. We're only using 2 lines right now, so we don't need a third one. Yeah, that's not good. It looks like triangle passengers are actually getting off there, to get onto blue line rather than staying on, which isn't exactly our plan. Right, we can put another one down there. Let's just try and make that look a bit nicer. I think the new line, it would probably be best for it to go kind of diagonal, square, circle, triangle, square. That would work quite well. We're going to make the green line go around like that. Okay. Green line is getting a bit unwieldy right now, so doing that would cut a little bit of congestion off it. But it's not too bad right now. There's only 3 or 4 passengers waiting, at a time, which is very easy to deal with. Especially when these long carriages get background. I'd really like to make that a whole circle, but I'm not sure what effect that would actually have on our situation right now. But I just think it would look nicer if it was a full circle. Not usually the best reasoning to change how a plan's going. But maybe it looking nicer will actually be quite good. Okay, so got another square over there, so we'll just extend that out like that. Having more squares does help quite a lot because it starts to take away pressure from up here. They don't have to carry a square all the way down. So we have to take a carriage, as I explained previously, so let's deconnect these lines. Stuff like that. Create a new line there. And then we will put another carriage on green line. And you know what? I'm going to make it a full circle. Mainly because I want to. Also because this will give us, because we got in a few more squares, this will mean that we can drop them off every few stations, opposed to there being this huge gap around there. They start to just pick them up along the way. Right. Got another unique symbol, which is going on blue line, which is good. That's the plan, is to have the unique symbols on the offshoot lines, which is what's happening right now. Blue might actually need a bit of an upgrade soon if people keep being dropped off there. In fact, if it's going around like this, people are being dropped off to the triangle line up there. A better solution for us would be to do that, decouple those, and then kind of draw around the corner. That's still going to use a bridge. So actually the best plan would be to do that and then to draw down like that. So now triangles will not be dropped off from blue line, which is good. Does mean there's going to be more there going on green line, but green line's where we have all of our carriages. So that is the plan. Got another triangle down here. Let's see, from here, I'm just doing a quick count, so from here it would be 1, 2, 3 stations to triangle, or 1, 2, 3. Here it would also be 1, 2, 3. 3. Yeah, so they shouldn't get off here because it'll be the same number of stops, if I've worked that out right. So we'll see next time a train comes by our triangles whether we're going to get them getting off there, and if we do, then we might have to change how the line's designed, but this should be ideal. Might need another carriage on green so that this train here can pick up as many as the other ones, because yeah, quite a lot of congestion. Right, this is more difficult. Does this line, can this line do that? Oh, well, it's not that difficult then. Only uses one more bridge again, which is fine. How many bridges do we have left? We have 0 bridges left, which means if we needed another bridge, we would have to disconnect green line from being a full circle, and it would have to end. It would have to have an end in one of these bits here. And another end outside there, I think. Yeah. Okay. Blue's got a lot of traffic, and there doesn't appear to be any triangles waiting there, which is good. We've got a triangle one here. This should only stop and drop off the crosses. Yeah, perfect. Looks like we need more on green line, so let's drop another carriage there. We think we have the max number of trains. Yeah. So we don't have any more lines, so we don't need to keep a train for that. So what we could do is we can put another train on. I think blue line's going to have more traffic going towards it because it has 2 unique icons. So we'll do that. Hopefully having this extra carriage will, after a few rotations, allow all these trains to be running relatively well. Oh, one of yellow's changed into a unique icon, which is good because that's what we want. We want the unique icons to be on their own separate tracks, but it's also bad because we just upgraded blue. And if we get a lot of demand going to yellow, this could cause a lot of passengers to come there, like to get stuck there. Let's see. Okay, so we got another one in there. Oh, didn't want to lock that. Got another circle in there, which means the green line has to change because we have no more bridges. Okay, decouple. Just go around like that. Go around like that. We used all of our bridges, and that's the way it has to be. Another bridge would be nice, but it shouldn't affect traffic too much on the line. Yeah, it might even improve it. But it will mean that they might have to carry passengers all the way from Square, all the way around to this square here, to get to there and there. Which isn't great, but there's not really another option. So about 600 passengers. I think my best amount on London at the moment is 2.5, and that's a much simpler track setup because you don't need to worry about bridges so much. Let's see. Ooh, that's not what I want to do. We want to do something like that. It's a little spiky, but that'll do. I don't think it actually affects the speed of the trains having to do these turns. But maybe it does. I don't know. That should pick up a fair number. Oh, it can't pick up anyone because it has to pick them up on the way back. Yeah, that's a problem. Hopefully we hit Sunday quickly and get a bridge. See, this is an almost full train now. It's got to pick, like, now it's a full train, but these two still need, like, the passengers picked up. This might be a lost run. Okay, we got another tunnel, so what I'm going to do... I can't reconnect it just now, I have to wait for this train to come back before I can reconnect it. Because otherwise, that train wouldn't have come back. So now I can reconnect it. Oh, come on. Pick up someone. Nope, that's it. That's the run over. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and we'll see where we are on the leaderboards before I end off. So, that would be... yeah, 1,886. That's not great. But I think we had an okay strategy. Maybe I needed to make the offshoot lines a little longer to take more of Green Line. And maybe I needed to create one of the maybe I needed to get another line to go through all of the tunnel bits. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.